waiting on the Cadillac. This is day number 1 on the parking. The task is to get the $300 a month parking space and to sell the car. Now a new thing has arrived. The new thing is that the parking is not 160 as I assume, but it's 300, so that would make it $20 per day or something, you know, $10 per day. So every day I start losing $10 if I don't sell this car. Here is the car. As I promised to myself, I have to spend 20 minutes per day into taking care of the car and doing the right things so the car to be sold as soon as possible. So maybe these 20 minutes should be invested in marketing, advertising, not in the car itself. Where my time should go? Well, now we know that the time should go in the car getting sold faster than we anticipated. So now the first 20 minutes, actually I'm gonna make it only 10 because it's change of plan. Basically we're gonna have to change the plan to not taking care of the car but selling the car fast. That is the key. We got to get rid of this car fast to the maximum possible price. Now the question is how we do that. That is a good question to ask. How we sell the car tomorrow for $15,000. That's a good question to ask on day number 1, because every day the car sit here, we are losing. Now it is going into our liability column, not in our, it moved from our asset column. It is not an asset now, it is just piece of junk. As you can see, you see, it's piece of junk with a lot of parts. And even though this car has tremendous value, every day it's sitting here in this condition, it's getting worse. Time is not working for us. This is a canister that I invested $25 for this canister, and the thing, so also unexpected cost. So now the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put this thing here in order to the car to not be taken away by the management of these people, because we don't know who are these people. We just parked the car here. Now we are trying to get monthly subscription, and the monthly subscription came out from 160 to 300. So now we're gonna put the plate. The plate is here already. Job done. Job done. In how many minutes? In the 3rd minute the job is done. So now we can take time to think. The most important thing, the most important in your life is to start thinking with the available time. The highest paid job in the world, thinking, and most of the people don't think because there are many different reasons for why people don't think. One of the reasons is they don't have the right information, or they do not have the information at all. Why they don't have the information at all? Because they didn't ask for the information. So now, today, February 25th, 2022, is the condition of the car. It has a plate already, but it's not visible. Now I have to redo the job. I have to put the plate here because that doesn't work. This is a tinted. Okay, now the job, I have to fit this activity in 20 minutes, but I'm gonna try to compress time to do it in 10 minutes. Day number 1 should be 10 minutes invested in thinking what we're gonna do with this vehicle. So the question is what we're gonna do with this vehicle. All right, now let's do that. Let's do that. While I'm doing work, I'm gonna be voicing opinion. It's just an opinion, it's not a fact, right? Most of the people do not make difference between fact and opinion, but there is in the book of Robert Kiyosaki, this is very well explained. What is a fact and what is opinion? Or which book was that? I think it's Kiyosaki. Yeah, in Kiyosaki's book, it's very well explained what is opinion and what is a fact. That's a good thing. Most of the people in the world take decisions based on other people's opinions, not on facts. But well, it is what it is. What they would say, right? It is what it is. It is an easy way out when you lose something. You know, you hear these people when they lose something, when they get on not the fortunate side of the angels, when they fall out of grace, they have the easy way out. And the easy way out is just, well, you're gonna hear that. Just try to pay attention to the tonality of how they say it. If it sounds like this, well, you know, it is what it is. Well, that's negative. That's a person that don't know what they're doing. They don't know why they're where they are. They drive the car that they drive. They live in the place that they don't want to live. You know, and this kind of people use this kind of words, right? They use this as an excuse for everything that happened in their life. You know, this is their way of saying that's how things works. But for who is my question? They work in this way only for them. But for other people that knows really how things works, you know, that's one of the most important things in life. For me, you, and everybody else, to know how things really works, how they really work. For example, I give you an example. I called this company today. Okay, job done for the moment. Not very well, but done. I called this company, and 2 days ago, over there is a sign that say $200 rent for this parking. You can park your car for $200 a month. Now I call the number and they say no, it's not 200. There say 200. I call the number, they say 300. They say my building, this building is not included. Well, that's a new information, I assume. And just 2 weeks ago it was $200. 160. You see, because I didn't know how things really works, I made wrong decision to park the car here because I thought that, hey, $160, what can it hurt? 160, it's not a big deal, right? But in reality it's not 160, it's not 200, it is 300. Now once we have the full information, now we have to change plan. The plan must be changed. It's 8 minutes in the video, and I'm taking time to inspect the car today in full light, in bright light. It was so beautiful in the morning. But now let's see the reality of the car, the colors and everything. Well, the chrome not that bad, the tires okay, the body needs work. Now we have the full information. It actually needs a lot of work. Window is missing. This is just a surface rust. That's a deep rust. There's a difference between this and this, right? Correct. Now this needs work. Probably we can estimate $100, $200, whatever. We can salami the work and give it to multiple people to complete the job, so we can make this car in a top shape. This one we can better buy than fix. It's obvious now to me. This one maybe needs repair. Parts missing, parts to be bought. Tomorrow, the 10 minutes, I'm gonna make a plan. I will make a plan how to proceed with this car. The purpose of the plan will be to answer one question: how to proceed, to sell it like this, to keep fixing it, to invest, to put, you know, these project cars. It's like a hole in the ground, and you dig yourself in the hole. The more you dig yourself, the more you dig yourself. Now there is a lot of rust here in the base. That's a lot of rust here, and probably the hole, we're gonna have to inspect this. But for the 10 minutes that I have only today, I only have 10 minutes now. Windshield is cracked. We're gonna have to make a plan. We have to prioritize which thing of the plan to execute first, what to do, how to do, who to call, who can help, where we can look for extra information. Now let's see a few things. There's a minor things. These things we have to fix it ourselves in the next week. 10 minutes a day. For the next week, basically, we cannot show the car like this because if anybody see the car, that will tell them that they will ask $5,000, $10,000 minimum. They will use this as a leverage to buy it cheap, as we did it ourselves. Right? So all these parts, the deadline for this is 1 week. Within 1 week, none of this has to be here. Everything has to be clean. All the panels has to be put together, and then once we see it as operational, then it will have a completely different look, and then we're going to have completely different information, and then we can change the strategy. So that's it.